Hello, gorgeous friends.
Hey, friends.
Hello. Paul and I were just talking about how we're a little bit lighter today. Like we've got Alison joining us in a minute, and we've just got like Evie with her sore wrist. We've just got people doing things, and uh, but Evie is joining us tonight, so that's nice that you can say hello for a couple of minutes, Evie.
Yes, it does look a little light with just you and me on the panel, Karen. We've never had a just Karen and Paula Friday Night Live before. It's kind of strange.
No. Did we have one a few weeks ago, just me and you, or was it three of us in the
I,
end?
not me and you.
Might have been me, you, and Evie, maybe the three of us. Like,
Maybe. Am I getting
still
any?
alive.
Am I getting feedback or anything? I feel like I hear a noise. Do you hear anything?
You're
No, I
good
guess
on my
I'm good.
end. You're good on my
Okay.
end.
Oh, and we've got some good friends in the chat. We've got Evie, of course. We've got Simply Debbie Sue, Razani, my good friend Radley Holmes, Raju, and Rebounding with Cheryl, our bouncy friend, and one of my former students. We're BFFs forever. That is awesome. And here comes Allison. So now we're a trio instead of a duo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. I was in traffic.
That's okay. Better late than never.
So what's happening? Hey, Evie. Hey, everybody.
Well, we're kind of slim tonight, but we're still here and we're still on, and that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish
Yeah.
I was slim tonight. Huh?
So all is good. So, Allison, you just got off work?
Yeah, I made that sign, and so Ephraim went with me to hang it in the booth.
Oh,
So
awesome.
I'm pretty excited about that, even though that live was really stupid yesterday. But hey, I finished it.
You're talking about your vintage jewelry sign?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. And some more friends have joined in. This is Pam and Kindy K all day. Thank you, Kindy K all day. Always here to lend her support to our group, which we appreciate very much.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Karen, what do you think we should talk about first? You got any ideas?
Well, Peter gave us, so Mr. Urbanowski,
Mr. Urbanowski.
Yes, he put through some suggestions, which I thought were pretty good ones. So even though he cannot join us, let us refer to his suggestions. So I just popped in there. Hello, Krista. Hello, everybody. I've just popped a few of your names in there.
I also had some things that we could talk about as well, but let's start with Peter's.
Oh, okay, cool. Why don't we start with yours?
Well, it's on reading some of our, when you're in the studio, when you're in YouTube Studio, to reading some of the things that, like, what do they mean? I mean, it sounds silly.
Yes. No. Like what? Like what?
It's like how viewers find you? Short feeds, suggested videos. So is suggested videos YouTube pushing us out? Like they're suggesting us?
Videos.
And then there's vertical live feed, channel pages, or other. So I didn't know if suggested videos means that's what they're suggesting people watch.
Oh, I don't know.
So when you go onto Studio, like I'm on Dashboard at the moment, what are you?
Yeah.
Are you on your phone or on your laptop?
I'm on my phone.
Okay, so which bit along the bottom are you pressing to see those?
I was on analytics.
Okay.
And content on top, analytics on bottom.
Okay.
And then I scroll down and it says how viewers find you.
How viewers find you. All right. So, yep, we're on there. Yes.
So it's short feeds, suggested videos. So that's what I was curious, is suggested videos, what YouTube is doing to push us out. Like our videos.
That's what I've always taken that to mean, that our video was suggested.
Okay. Because like I'm like That's what I've been thinking. And I'm like, I'm up to 5.9%.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
It came up. So it's kind of giving me it's giving me ideas of, okay, if they're pushing me out after like this week at 5.9%, what am I doing? Not wrong. What am I doing right? Because the number is growing.
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think? You mean you're making a few videos at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, like my live stream yesterday was just because I was frustrated, and I figured if I had like company with me, they could see my frustration and see how to make something. But I think it's because I've been doing more of the, like, this is what I bought, why I bought it, how much it costs, and what I'm intending to sell it for, kind of thing. So people could actually follow through and see, the items that are big in our area, because everybody's area is different. Every part of the country or world is different as to what you're collecting.
Interesting.
Say that last bit again. I was typing to Evie.
No, I was just saying though, I was doing that kind of a bit of a format when I buy things. I'll do a video of showing what I bought, how much, and what I'm going to sell it for and why. Because when I watch other like videos on antiques and stuff, they're showing things that are not big in my area. Like people don't care about it.
Yeah.
And so I've been kind of doing that the last few regular videos that I've done.
Yeah.
And I think that's worked. But now I just see I lost a few subscribers. You guys, I want to get to 500 by April 15th, and I was getting closer, but I'm not.
What number
You know how they go. They come and they go, and they come and they go, and then they come and they stay, but it takes a while.
Yeah. I have 439.
You're getting there, girl.
Yep, that's good.
Yeah. And my watch time hours, if I go to 365 day watch time hours, I'm at 1116.1.
That's without your shorts?
It says watch time hours.
Yeah. So is it your valid public watch hours?
Where do I find valid public watch hours?
So if you can see me, is it mirror image, or can you see it?
I can see it.
Yeah. So you just go on the bottom right-hand corner. You know how you've got earn there?
Yes, earn.
So I click on that, and then it divides up your shorts and your longs.
Okay.
Do you see that?
Valid public watch hours is 3,000. 833. Ugh.
Yeah. Exactly. I know.
The one thing that really caught me off guard this week was I did a short. I made a video not wanting it to be short, but it was short by a couple of seconds. So they made it a short.
So was it less than a minute? Was it less than a minute? It's
listed as a short. So I remade the intro to be, I talked a little longer, and I republished it. But the majority of people are watching it on my shorts, which isn't giving me the hours.
It was actually just a shade under 3 minutes, right, Allison?
Yes.
It was a longer short, yeah.
Oh, so I was bummed about that.
The magic number that if it's 3 minutes, under 3 minutes, are they going to make it into an actual short, or is it going to be a vertical?
Right.
I've done 2 videos this week that were under 3 minutes, and I did them sideways, and they're both videos. They're not showing as shorts.
And that was my problem. When I was at my store, I was going like this.
Yeah.
Instead of like this.
Right. So therein lies the rub, as they say.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Totally. I get what I did wrong now, but in the middle of the night, trying to figure that stuff out, was, ugh.
And it's still frustrating because you put so much work and content into that, what should be a video.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
You all, I want to point out a nice compliment that we had before it leaves my mind.
Okay.
Something Ragged Poet just said about our group being calm. Where did that go?
Yeah.
Help me find that.
It's there on the screen. It's on the screen now.
This week, I so need the calm and sanity of this group. We are calm and sane.
I know, that's scary.
I've never seen that before. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. That is wonderful.
Pam is asking a question. What do you think about using AI suggested replies for comments or copy pasting the same reply for every comment? Once in a blue moon, I use the AI, but typically I will type my own thing, because if somebody took the time to leave me a message, I would like to take the time to evaluate, put my thought into it.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I don't have 5 million subscribers, so it's a lot easier to do.
Oh, Mike is here. AI responses, is that just the ones that are already there and you can click on them? Is that what y'all are talking about?
Yeah, but I
See,
have noticed that my AI responses are getting really close to what I like to say, because they're putting the heart in there. They're saying thank you.
Does that mean AI is learning us, which is a little bit creepy?
Yes, it is learning us.
A little bit creepy.
What do you do, Lauren? Tell us, what do you think? And everyone, tell us what you think about that, like whether you use them sometimes or...
I use them sort of what Allison just said. If they match what I would say anyway, I might click on that and then add something to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will typically write my own response. I look to see what it's got to say, but
yeah.
I mean, like I said, if somebody wrote me a message, I think it deserves to get something from me.
Right. Now, I noticed some of the responses don't make sense at all.
Right.
I can't give you any examples, but I've looked at what's available to me and I'm like, why would I click on that? That doesn't even make any sense. Like, it doesn't really have anything to do with the video. So AI does not always get it right.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think I would ever click on an AI response unless it closely mirrored Paula. If it's somebody else totally and nothing like me, I wouldn't click on it.
Yep. And I can see
Rosani, I know that you don't use them because you are very thoughtful and and thoughtful in your words. And I really always appreciate you doing that. I always read it and respond. That's my fingers typing.
You know who Rosani's replies remind me of? Let's see, Allison, were you around when we were all hanging out with oh shoot, I want to talk about her, and now her name has left my
Marisol?
Screen. Yes, Marisol. What's the name of her channel?
I don't know.
Anybody remember the name of Marisol's channel? I know it as well as I know my own, but it has left my 61-year-old brain. Anyway, we have a friend named Marisol, and her channel name will come to either me or Allison, and we'll blurt it out when we can. Allison, remember, long, well thought out responses, specific things. That's what Rosani puts me in mind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Mrs. G.
Karen, what do you do usually?
I don't use them. I was just looking up Marisol to see if she has popped up her name, even though Marisol is not in her video title. I don't use them because I think that they just look AI, and I just would not put, like, I wouldn't choose that because it's just too like, hey, you, thanks so much, have a great week or something like that. It just is too like folksy or something. And it's like,
it just doesn't ring true.
No. And it's interesting, like, so Evie said she doesn't want an AI response. And then she's got here, I haven't seen an option for an AI response on mine.
Y'all excuse me for looking at my phone. I'm not being rude. I'm trying to remember the name of Marisol's channel because it's driving me crazy.
I know.
Marisol, if you're watching, put it in the comment. It'll come to me.
Yeah, so I'll give
I'm at that age where I forget things, and then it drives me crazy that I've forgotten them, and I have to try to remember them. But I'll just have to get past it.
The other person who does really, really nice responses is
just while you're thinking about that, this is just Evie for you. You've probably seen this. This is in studio when you are looking to reply. Can you see? And there are the suggestions down there.
and you could scroll over.
Yeah, like here, let's say, and then you can just scroll and pick couple. So you can either go like, and you can go comment, like obviously what we're all doing, or you can just, if you click on one of those, I think it just responds like that. So you've probably seen that. I'm thinking.
The person I was thinking about that really writes super nice, very thoughtful, is Aging on Your Own Terms with Vicky.
Yeah, Vicky. Yep.
She's great. I love her videos as well. She's very it's thought out. I'm not saying it's scripted, but she's scripted. You could see the format of what she's going to say. It's very thought out, and that's how she writes her responses to your videos.
Mm-hmm. And Tracy at Cobus Cattails does some fine writing and responses too.
Yes.
And
Tracy, I'm so happy to
Tracy with an IE. Tracy with an IE. She spends a lot of time.
I haven't gotten any responses from Tracy with an IE.
You mean Tracy Wild and Free? Because Tracy Cobus Cattails is IE as well.
I know, but her channel is Tracy with an IE. Wild and
Free. And you're talking about that Tracy.
Yeah.
Now we have two Tracy with an IE in our community.
And I have to say, Tracy, I think she's on here right now. Cobus Cat, I really enjoy seeing more of your content. You're putting out more content.
Yes. Her cats are always busy, so she has to film them a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Karen, segueing into what our week has been like, what has your week been like? And do you have any videos that are pondering and puttering around in your head that might, come out soon?
Yes. I do have a video that's planned, and it's about making videos in the car and just like moments in life that, can be quite good when you just happen to be in your car. Because of course that, these big life moments like, let's say like the job one's a bit of an obvious one, like Leanne with Solo and Retired, I think her channel is called. But, and What's Up Boomer, Phil What's Up Boomer, he was in the car. And Evie did her one in the car when she was retiring that day. So that's one in the car. Last day of work is a really popular one. Just also big moments like if your kids are like, shifting out of your house, or you are dropping them off at college, which for, when we're sort of in our 50s and 60s and we've had children, that's probably a long time ago. But sometimes like a bit of health, like a health appointment, you know what I mean? And you might have some things on your mind. Like if something, like you having some tests, things like that. So just that video is going to be about that, like just to sort of just bear in mind that or even just dropping elderly parents, like, or selling up your home, for the last time, and just things like that. So I've had that video sort of cooking in my mind for the last month, but I've had my daughter here, which I've talked about so much, and she's gone now. So we've just been like, just sort of getting back into our normal sort of life after that. It was a bit like a holiday, really, even though I was still working most of the time. But that's what my week has been like, just, being lazy and just hanging out at home. And, but I'm just all raring to go on making next videos and getting back into it.
Wonderful.
What about you guys?
Well, let's see. I put out my one video where I had my mental health crisis because I was on steroids. And then I got off the steroids the next day because they were driving me crazy and making me cry all the time. So then I had to make a short video about how I'm still here and I'm still trying. And And then today, I happened to be in Home Goods store. My
Well, that was
nephew
a
and
good
I.
one.
Thank you. I enjoyed that. My nephew and I were on our weekly nephew aunt date and walking around a mall. He's 30 and he didn't want to be in Home Goods, so he went off and did his own thing. And I walked around and noticed all the spring things, the lemon things, and all the beautiful colors I thought, why am I not making a video? Even if it's just a little video, get your phone out. What are you doing? So yeah, today I made a happy little video about being in Home Goods and seeing all the pretty things for spring.
Yeah, Ephraim says, "Is that Miss Paula?" Because I was listening to it in the car. I'm like,
Oh.
yes.
So my week has kind of been, I'm not making fun of anybody who struggles with this, but kind of looks like I have a mood disorder, like really, really low, really, really high. I was taking some wonky medicine and had to get off of it. But yeah, I seem to have settled back into my normal self for now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And this is your little place of calmness.
Yes. Yes, my little place of calmness. I did have an epiphany. And I'm going to relate it to, yeah, I had an epiphany. I had to have an MRI yesterday. Anyone in the chat had an MRI where you have to lie down in the tube?
Yeah, forever.
Yeah. And you're in there. I was in there for about an hour and it sounds like there's hammers knocking all around.
Oh.
I had an epiphany that I need to start juicing. And then I thought, oh my gosh, there's all kinds of YouTube channels about juicing. So I had to come home and buy a juicer. I ordered it off Amazon. Ordered a juicer and a book on how to juice. So sometime in the near future, I'm going to have a video about my first experience with juicing. I never thought I would juice. I thought juice, what, like who wants to juice? You can buy it at the store. But I did have that epiphany. I think I told Allison or somebody that I think it was a message from God, or no, Debbie Sue. I told Debbie Sue, I think God wants me to start juicing. I got a message from him while I was lying in the MRI tube. So in my near future, there's going to be juicing.
I watch Dora do it all the time, like making her juice. And I just can't drink anything that has lettuce in it.
Ew, no, I'm not going to be juicing any of that.
I eat lettuce, but I can't chop it up and drink it.
Yeah.
Like a green juice is not good for me.
No. I think I'm going to juice some beets and some pineapple and some apples, but I'm not going to be juicing anything real slimy or stringy. So I'm not going to
celery. Yeah, like I have to try and peel off all the stringy bits. In an ideal world, like if I'm feeling like you just have to deal with the stringy bits on the celery, but if I was going to put it into a juicing thing, I'd definitely be getting rid of the string, right?
Right. Oh, hold on. Did I disappear?
No.
Oh, I disappeared on my screen. I'm like, oh my gosh, where did I go? I was trying to answer somebody. Somebody said you have to have an MRI. Oh, hi, Isabella. Somebody has to have an MRI soon. Was that Krista?
Krista.
Yeah.
Krista, if it's not personal, are you going to be in the lie down tube, or does your facility have the one where you can stand up? I've heard of those before. Yes, Krista, that is a good point. I'm definitely not going to be high five diving off into juicing. I just want to drink some of the juices that are supposed to cut down on inflammation in the lungs, hopefully to help with my asthma. I think
is that why you had the steroids with your asthma?
Asthma, sinus infection, ear infection, yeah. And I think the reason I had the epiphany or the message from God, I was lying in the MRI tube, and you cannot cough, or they have to stop and start again. And I was having all kinds of
I know. Don't cough. You're like,
don't cough. So I thought, I'm going to start juicing and cut down on this inflammation. Yeah. So look for that in the future. Okay. Yeah, juicing in my future, but not huge juicing, just a little bit of juicing.
Yeah. I mean, juicing, you've got all the vegetables as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I want to do beets and pineapple mostly, and apples.
Right. Yeah.
Or become diabetic. Yeah, yeah. I'm definitely not going to go whole hog.
Isabella is loving your hair tonight, Paula.
Oh, my hair? Thank you, Isabella. I
Mhm.
appreciate
Yeah.
that. And I saw someone new in the chat. Jay
Catherine.
Santiago, I think.
Hey, Catherine.
Hi, Catherine.
Hey, is it Ja Santiago?
I'm not sure.
Isabella.
Beets, pineapple, and apples all have a lot of natural sugar. V8. I don't love V8 juice.
I do. Yum, yum. And I never did. But all of a sudden, like if I get the taste for it, I buy the little cans and I do not refrigerate them. And I started drinking it because I use it to make my gazpacho soup with all the fresh vegetables. And it uses that for a base. And when I popped it open, just at room temperature, just a little can, I could guzzle a little can so easily.
Really?
But I can't get the bottle and pour it. It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, V8, does that taste a little bit like watered down tomato sauce or something?
It's got a little tang to it.
A little tang.
Yeah, Randy likes it, although he prefers plain tomato juice, but he will drink V8.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be juicing any tomatoes.
Yeah, I mean, these things are all designed to taste nice. You know what I mean? It tastes nice, but yeah, I'm not like it's not my sort of super go-to. Oh, so what made you think about juicing when you said you had an epiphany? Was that when you were lying in the MRI machine?
Yes, when I was lying in the MRI machine trying not to cough. And I left out something important. I had been reading about pineapple juice that has something in it called bromelain, and it's supposed to be good at thinning mucus. And I think, that's where I had the epiphany.
Yeah.
Yeah. I may not stick with juicing, but I thought, I could give it a try.
Totally give it a try. Yeah. And you know what, too? Like, that's a more natural approach, isn't it? To try and use food as the medicine,
Yes.
Do what we can, have a go, have a try. Yeah.
I would even be willing, I don't know for sure that I will do this, but I would be willing to find a nutritionist or a registered dietitian who deals with using food as healing or disease management, and maybe have a session or two with him or her, and maybe that person could help get me started on a little segue into juicing.
Look for holistic practitioners.
I will. I'm sure we have some in the area.
Yeah.
Mrs. G, according to online, pineapple juice is good for mucus, and that is all I know so far. I bought a book, but I haven't read it yet.
Yeah.
And just more liquids in general.
Okay, Alison, hit us.
Oh, my college story?
When we say beets, are we talking about beetroot? Like the red one?
Like the red one.
Yeah, the red one.
Like the red one. We, after going out one night, we had Ephraim and I, we were just dating at the time, and we took our friend Megan with us out to the bars, and she got really slammered. It was like her 21st birthday, I think. So we decided to go for the Greasy Spoon of Hardee's after the bars closed, which is a hamburger place, and it's so greasy. It's so disgusting.
Perfect situation.
Exactly. And she's laying in the back seat going, I want beets. Please feed me beets. Yes. She was screaming the entire way through the drive-through. I need beets. And the drive-through person's like, is she okay? And we're like, we just have to find her some beets. It's all okay.
Was she intoxicated?
Yes, very.
Okay. So she wasn't having like a beet crisis, like her body needed whatever's in beets. She was just drunk out of her gourd.
She was just flat out. I don't know why she had beets. And I asked her, even at her wedding, I'm like, why did you want beets that night? She has no idea why it came to her brain.
Did she actually want beets, or was it like a little funny thing that came to her mind?
It just came to her mind. And so she started screaming, beets, give me beets. Yeah. I need to eat beets. And we're like, you're getting a greasy burger.
Yeah. Oh my
No
God.
beef for you.
Speaking of greasy burgers, I was going through Burger King. Do you guys have that fast food outlet?
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Burger King. I was going through Burger King because McDonald's was closed. And to be honest, I ate so badly yesterday and Friday night because we're on Saturday here is like takeaway night. And I just thought, you know what? Even though I ate so badly today, like I had a pie and a donut and things when I was out and about driving around for work, I didn't feel very hungry, but I thought, no, it's Friday night. I'm just going to really just make today a fully bad food day as it was turning out. So McDonald's is closed for renovation. So I went to Burger King and do you guys have this yet? This is the first time I've been through a fast food drive-through, and they've got actually AI taking your order. So it just didn't go very well because I couldn't see the chips, you know what I mean? Like to see what kind of chips they had. So I was asking it that. And then there was these awkward pauses because then it got a bit stuck and then it just told me to drive through. Have you guys got any AIs taking your order?
I haven't come across one.
Not yet. Not me either.
And then you know what? Then all I could think about, because then it was a poor experience going all the way around, because it just really felt like I was curb crawling because they haven't like renovated it, and there was no one at the first window, and they're overwhelmed because in my suburb with McDonald's being closed, of course it's pushing more people, so they're all just overwhelmed, you know what I mean? So the whole thing was like, I don't know, it just wasn't very attractive. It was all a bit like, I don't know, just needs renovating and stuff. But I literally remember waiting to think, oh, well, I wonder what they're going to make for me now, because they just told me to just drive through or something, and so I didn't actually see what my order was.
Yeah.
But I do remember, I bet a lot of people are making TikTok videos, in New Zealand about the AI thing, because it just isn't very sophisticated. It's just not good. You know what I mean? It just wasn't good. And also I thought, if you're going to do that, why not? Like, we're having a conversation with the family. We thought, why not make it a thing? Just be honest. Just go, hi, I'm new here. I'm Mary, the AI. So please be patient with me. I might get some things wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like, if they actually had a personality, you could have a bit of fun with it. But it was trying to pretend it wasn't an AI. Very clearly it wasn't AI. So all I could think was, I bet I could look up on TikTok.
Speaking of that, I got a survey. I went into T-Mobile, my phone carrier, and I went in yesterday, but I had also messaged them asking if the store was open. I did Bing. I said, is the T-Mobile store open? And it says, I'm not sure about the store in your area, but here's a few choices for you. And so today I got a survey text. How was your experience at T-Mobile? And I thought they were talking about when I went in. And I'm like, it was great, blah, blah, blah. And then, why did you give this score? And I said, because everybody worked as a team really hard. And they said, did you realize you were dealing with AI? And I'm like, you're not questioning me about my visit. You're questioning me that I asked if you're open.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's all just too much.
Yeah. I should have left a message in there saying, well, if those people were AI, you got it.
Mrs. G has had an experience ordering at Checkers from AI. She said it was fine, but she felt rushed to order.
See, I place my orders like I go to Sonic. It's not a secret. I'm a Sonic girl. But I'll get my chicken wrap and my iced tea, but I do it through the app. So when I pull up, I just put in my number and they have it ready to come out. Or McDonald's is the same way.
I need to download some of those apps. The Trying Times with Marianne and Brandon, they do door dashing, and they rate a lot of restaurants and special meals and deals and such as that. And they save a lot of money using fast food apps. They're always talking about, we got this big sack of food for $9 because we used the deal on the app. And I'm like, I took off all my apps to save space on my phone. So maybe I should put one or two back on.
Like I bought from his Shamrock Shake for free yesterday because I had enough points on my app. So it's definitely worth it. And Sonic gives you half price drinks all day if you order from your app.
I was just at Sonic yesterday.
And if you have it on your app, you get half price drinks because They're expensive.
They are expensive, and I had a great big old cherry limeade, and it was delicious.
I'm just trying
Simply,
to see if I can get our font a little bit bigger. That's why I'm just looking at the screen.
yeah, you do that, and I'm going to read Krista's comment. Simply, just Krista says, AI robots being pushed on us everywhere we turn. No wonder everyone is concerned about unemployment rates climbing over the next 10 years. It's true. It's true. It's scary.
Yep.
And it's,
Isabella likes your bun, Karen.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Isabella.
Isabella, there's a hashtag Karen Bun. So if you ever want to get our attention, do hashtag Karen Bun.
Okay, I've just made our comments a bit bigger. So hopefully that's
wonderful. Oh, yes, that's a whole lot bigger.
Yes, for those of us with bad eyesight.
Mm-hmm. Well, has anyone in the chat or on the panel started watching any new channels lately that you're kind of excited about?
Every single night, Ephraim bought me this little disc. It looks like a little saucer, and it's Bluetooth, and you put it between your pillows. And when you put your head on it, you hear it, but your partner doesn't. And you don't have to put earplugs in, like earbuds. It's awesome. So every night I have put on, what's his name? Because I just love it. Yesterday he didn't have a new one out and I was so disappointed. But about 5 o'clock at night, it usually comes out. It's like Grandpa's stories. And he says to put you to sleep.
Wow.
And I love it. So it's stories about this quaint little town and the people at the church and who had to vote for what and the bell was missing. These are only little things that I can remember because I fall asleep to it. But I'm sure it's AI, but it's an old man's voice talking, and I just enjoy the stories.
It sounds very soothing. Well, I have been subscribed to a gentleman I want to mention for quite a while, but I only started following him regularly, like coming to his lives recently, and that is Mike's Retirement Corner.
Yeah.
And I don't know if our dear friend Simply Debbie Sue is still in the chat or not, but Mike's Retirement Corner interviewed our Debbie Sue. And the title of that is A Soft Place to Land, My Conversation with Simply Debbie Sue. And Debbie Sue, I believe it was her first experience at being interviewed because, she just don't do that kind of thing. And it was really, really nice. So a shout out to, what did I just call him? I can't keep anybody's channel name in my mind anymore. It's so sad.
Just remind me, is Mike's Retirement Corner, is he old Mike or is he Mike from... like Mike, who's also got another channel about how he monetized channel.
Do you mean, is he the famous old Mike?
Yeah, that's not famous old Mike, is it? No, it's Mike's Retirement Corner. Okay.
Yeah, Mike's Retirement Corner. Yeah.
Yep.
And he is still, let me see here, Mike's Retirement Corner. I want to say he's still a small channel.
He's growing really fast.
Yes. Mike's Retirement Corner, 739 subscribers at only 71 videos.
Yeah, hold him up to your thing because I've got you on blast.
Oh, I keep losing him. Hold on. Oh, all I see is glare.
Oh, no, there we go. Oh, yes, he's Mike who wears a cap all the time, eh?
All I see is glare. Can you all see something besides glare?
Tilt. Yeah, we can just see glare. Maybe tilt it to not get the glare. Yeah, he's the Mike that's on our school. That's right. Yeah, Mike's Retirement Corner. Yeah.
Okay, here's my guy. Mine is 8 hours of sleep stories. Grandpa's bedtime series.
Okay. Wow.
Fade into the background and spend the night here with these familiar stories. Nothing depends on you staying awake now, which means you're
So I can't meditate. Like I can't do those things to calm my brain. I have to hear something silly and nonsensical.
That's right.
Mm.
Yeah. So do you think that's like just an AI person?
I'm sure it is. It has
Yeah,
to be.
because- Yeah. is
Well,
he
no,
talking-
he doesn't show any movement. It's just a picture of an older man.
Uh-huh.
Like one day he's in the
Understand.
chair reading a book with a blanket over him. Another day he's actually laying down. So they pick different thumbnails every day.
Yeah. How many subscribers does that channel have?
It has I'm getting there. You know me. I'm not the smartest, sharpest knife in the drawer. 5.53 thousand subscribers.
Yeah.
Welcome to Milford Junction, a cozy corner in YouTube. If you're looking for relaxing bedtime stories for grown-ups, gentle narration and storytelling in the spirit of a prairie home companion and Lake Wobegon, you're in the right place. Each tale is crafted slow-paced, subtle humor, nostalgic charm. So it's interesting.
There we go, guys. Side hustle idea. If
Yes.
anyone wants to play around with just creating an older person, soothing voice, because, people like you, Alison, like us, we could like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could definitely like that. I can't go to sleep to anything that typical people go to sleep to either, Allison. Like I try to use an app on my phone with this relaxing voice and ocean waves, and I'm like, that is driving me crazy. So I turn on the Golden Girls to go to sleep.
Well, you can listen to it now because it's the best thing, you guys. I swear this is like the best thing. And nobody can hear it. It just stays between my pillow and my pillowcase.
Wow. Sounds
Oh, your
wonderful.
pillow and your pillowcase.
Yeah.
So
But
it must be soft enough that you can't.
I put
it
it between two pillows.
Okay, two thin pillows because you don't want to be
Two
up too much.
regular pillows. Just regular old pillows.
Okay,
And
so
I
you
put it
must
in the
like that
pillowcase.
side. Okay.
No. I was surprised you could hear it through a thick pillow.
Yeah. So first of all, Debbie Sue, what was that experience like? So please do tell us. And will you be looking to join more lives now that Mike has brought you on to a live? And the second thing I want to ask everyone is, if you were watching a creator and then you found out that they were an AI, so they weren't being open about it, because I've been watching a couple of channels recently that have been highlighting that, there's a channel who are obviously an AI creator, but they're not, like, it's only written up very briefly in the top right-hand corner. Like it pops up for like 1 to 2 seconds that it's like an AI creation. And so if you think that most of the time we're putting on something and we're moving around and we're doing other things. So if you were watching a creator and you didn't realize that they were AI, and then you were following them, you were subscribed to them, and then you found out that they were an AI, would that bother you?
Yes.
Because then would that bother you guys?
Yes, I would never watch them
I
again.
don't care if people use it. Like I personally, think it's wiggy, but I don't care if somebody uses it to make the content I want to learn about, see, watch, whatever. But I don't like somebody to be deceitful about it.
That's
I
right.
have no interest at this point in my life and in my YouTube journey. I have no interest in watching an AI channel. I come for real people. I just don't.
As
And
well,
no offense to anyone who enjoys it or uses it. It's just not me.
No, because the other thing too is, like, if we're watching a television program, we know it's a television program, right? And we know that they're doing pretend stories and we're just getting lost for a bit of escapism in that. But if you're watching a creator who is like, talking to you and they're in, like, I don't know, that's just breaking the contract, isn't it? Because then this creator, it's actually Shane Hummus. So he was highlighting, He goes, but then there's another creator who's just really, really upfront about the fact that they are an AI creator. So they've got thousands and thousands of subscribers, but they've been honest about it. So he was highlighting that he just thought it's probably a matter of time, maybe, before that AI person who was just like with the really quick thing at the top, that they might get, their channel might get taken down, because he goes, that's duping people.
Ephraim and I have noticed that the commercials lately, at the end of a commercial, it'll say generated by AI. On some of these medicine, or because they show all these happy people and they look pretty darn good. But Ephraim's been able to pick them out, and now they are starting to say this is generated with the help of AI.
Yeah.
It's scary to me, y'all. I know I sound like a little old lady, like, oh, these new age times are just scary, but I just think it's too much too fast. And I would feel cheated. Like if I was watching a channel and then they let their audience know that it was an AI channel, I would feel like I'd been duped.
Yep.
Like, really? I would feel really disrespected. Maybe that's just me.
Totally. Yeah. Yep. Just got Catherine. Yeah, I got fooled from one of those how I lived to 104. Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of those things out there. I can't believe how many of those things, and they are so realistic looking.
And then the ones, Brene Brown, I like her. I like listening to her podcasts and stuff, but there's an AI channel out with her, and it's bothersome. So you could tell the voice is AI. It's her voice, but somebody's used it in the AI form. Maybe she has, because it's not been taken down.
So do you know what? Do you think that, I don't think that would be one of her channels, right? Because her whole thing is vulnerability and everything. I just could not see why she would. So, I mean, that'll have to be taken down soon. If someone's stealing her likeness, right? And trying to profit from that and make a channel. I would think. There's just no way. I just think that she's just way too old school.
It's been up for so long.
Yeah, I just don't get it at all. And Krista makes what I think is a really good point. Let me just say this: AI does not have any lived experiences, and why would anyone want to take advice or get knowledge from that? That I feel that same way. It's just not real.
Yep. Okay.
Her channel, they use her at Very Mindset -X4C4S.
Yeah. Just a ripoff.
And the voice is off.
We have to earn our way out of. So how do you know when someone truly doesn't care? You don't need grand betrayals or dramatic advice to see it. You just pay attention.
So, anyways, I was very surprised.
And as I'm looking at our future on our Friday Night Live down through the years, I have a feeling that this topic will come about again and again and again as AI grows and changes and gets more dominant or more whatever the word is.
Yeah. What about when it gets when the technology gets so good that people can just make videos of themselves so they look like genuinely us, right? Like it's all the, what do you call it, the metadata and everything, the information's been taken from the videos that we have made. Does anyone see themselves using technology to make more videos using yourself that are just flawless and look like you and all of our little foibles and personality quirks and things like that? Does anyone see themselves taking advantage of AI and just producing a little bit higher quantity of videos? Like you'll put it all what you want. You'll put the script in and you'll be happy with whatever. But can anyone see themselves putting out videos that AI have made and they look perfectly like you? And
because I would have to learn how to make it. And I can't even learn how to make my own video.
It's going to get easier and easier.
I don't know. I forget to use AI to look for a thumbnail. I forget to use AI to get a title. And I was doing that at the beginning. And I haven't done that and I don't know how long.
Yeah.
Not me. I don't see myself using AI
Bye,
for
Isabel.
anything. Yeah, bye, Isabella. Thank you, Isabella. Come back next week if you will. I enjoy using AI to help with titles and thumbnails and descriptions because it's easy and it's fun and it's helpful. But I can't ever see me using AI to create something that looks like me. I just think that's creepy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like
There
a
is only
sci-fi movie.
only one me, and you know,
Yes, there can be only one Allison.
yeah, and my family would probably say, "Thank God."
All other Allisons would pale into insignificance beside the one true Allison.
Yeah.
I'm just going to look up
Absolutely.
because Peter had like an AI question about thumbnails, I think, didn't he? So I'll just look up one of his ones.
Okay.
Here we go. What do we use for thumbnails? Because, and I wondered, and I went back and said to him, because I've noticed that he looks like he's using AI for some of his thumbnails.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, what are you guys using for your thumbnails?
I use ChatGPT and Canva and vidIQ and sometimes just me.
I use the camera.
I like that one.
But so Paula, but are you using, you did do some AI, like slightly cartoony graphic ones, eh?
I did.
Or do you use that for your dishwashing diaries?
My girl, my girl Kendi K all day made and gifted me my Mrs. Paula's dishwashing diaries thumbnails.
Yeah.
Membership has its privileges, y'all. She made those for me. I can't do anything like that. No, she made two of those for me and sent them to me via email for me to use.
Nice.
Yeah. No, mine definitely do not look that good. And I was talking about juicing earlier. Lala, the high vibe coach, is in the chat. The queen of the juicers. Woo, Lala.
I was thinking of her before. I was literally thinking of her before when you were saying. That's nice that you know her channel.
Yeah. AI is going to cause... Poet. AI is probably going to cause brain rot, most likely. Every time I ask it to help me with the description, I think, I should be doing this myself. I'm perfectly capable. Or if I ask it to give me a good title, I'm like, I should be thinking that up myself. My brain's going to rot. So, yeah, I think it most likely will cause brain rot.
Yep. So, Lala, she said, yep, been using it to create her thumbnails. Catherine, mostly using my own pictures. And who said that they used a screenshot recently and it didn't make any difference?
That's what I've done. Like, if I'm at my booth, I'll take one picture of something I want to stand out so that I have a thumbnail for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Rosani, I can't imagine AI trying to do one of my demos. No telling what it would create.
Yeah, that's so funny. That would be really funny.
Oh, yes, it was. Pam is goodish, isn't she? We've got two Pams. Is Pam?
Yeah, we have This is Pam at Pam Stories for Humans. And then, what you just said, goodish is Pam as well.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think that I have used AI. I don't think. I use it to ideate and then I try and recreate it, which is a bit of a nightmare. My thumbnails take about an hour or so. I make them in Procreate. That's interesting. Is Procreate an AI? CL. Yeah, tell it to make a thumbnail. And so, Lala, is it doing a real sort of, I guess, rendition of you, or is it slightly off? Because I find that when I tried experimenting with ChatGPT and asking it, here's my photo, can you make a couple of thumbnail ideas, blah, blah, blah. The photo didn't look like me, but does yours look exactly like you, or is it almost exactly like you?
Procreate is a drawing application. Sorry, just wanted to let you know.
Yeah.
And while we're waiting on the answer to that, I had to get sassy with vidIQ last week. I told it what I wanted. I put a picture in there and I said, this is what I want. It spit out this thumbnail and I said, okay, no, that's terrible. It looks nothing like me. And vidIQ is so polite. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me try again. And it continued to spit out. And finally I said, okay, you're just useless. And vidIQ said, why don't you go to Canva and do your own thumbnails? Maybe you'll be happier and use your own pictures. It did it very politely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
vidIQ, what are you doing? This looks nothing like me.
So you should have said, bless your heart.
I
and
should
see
have
what it
said,
says.
bless your heart, vidIQ. I should have.
Yeah. Also, Lala, because Lala's saying she used to resist, but now it saves time. But Lala, don't you have at least 2 channels or maybe even 3? So, if you're a busy full-time creator, why don't you guys just FaceTime? I guess we are FaceTiming, aren't we? We're FaceTiming live.
I know.
I wonder, is that a dig at our ages or is that somebody that we know?
I don't know that person.
Just FaceTime. Oh, like maybe why aren't we FaceTiming not live instead?
Yeah, like you're so old. Why aren't you FaceTiming? Or something like that.
Yeah. Instead of like.
Well, Corey, you know what? We like to get involved. That's how we all met.
Yes.
It's through doing these lives, and
Yes.
we're all over the world. So it's really a cool thing.
It is. It's very cool.
Okay. Mike's getting all edgy. The one I made about the toilet. That's an AI girl sitting on the toilet. Yeah. Your thumbnail about the toilet.
Yeah. And Pam at Goodish is talking about how vidIQ they do channel reviews. Sometimes y'all ever watch those? I filled out a form 2 times, but I've never been picked to have my channel reviewed. But I watch those sometimes.
I know, but they can be quite long, eh? Aren't they like up to 2
Yeah.
hours long? So if you're sitting there waiting. What do you
Yeah,
guys-
and how likely is it to get picked,
Corey
Corey-
did not mean it that way.
Oh, thank you, Corey. That's very sweet.
Guys, that's all right. We are talking about, do we use AI to make thumbnails? And some people are saying that they do, and other people are just saying that they use they take their own photos, or some people use a screenshot.
And I bet Corey, now this is just an assumption. I'm assuming that Corey is a person of a younger age. Corey, put in the chat how you use AI and what you think of AI. How you use it in your life or your videos or whatever. I'm
Okay.
assuming Corey is young.
Okay, this is goals, Lala. I live stream 3 times a day. Wow, and I'm sure to put thumbnails on in addition to a long form every day. I use chat to do my description, community posts, and pinned comments. Wow, Lala. That is
Wow.
incredible. Live 3 times a day. So what have you noticed? How long have you been going live 3 times a day? And have you noticed good channel growth? I'm assuming yes, that you will have. But please do share that with us.
Oh my, 3 times a day.
Come on,
I don't
Paula.
have enough time in the
Please do
day
that,
to make a
Paula.
video.
I've not used the chat thing yet. Maybe it's not too bad for brainstorming.
I
I'll
go
use-
live once a week by myself and then this group live, and that is just enough for me. Once I'm live, I really enjoy it. But then the thoughts of going live, like, oh my gosh, I got to comb my hair and put on lipstick. And what if nobody shows up? And what if I don't have anything to talk about? Yada, yada, yada,
know.
yada.
Okay, it's all happened to me and I'm still living.
You're still
Oh my
living.
God.
That's right.
Don't wear the makeup. I didn't have the lipstick. I went on sweating because I was trying to get something done. I survived. One time nobody showed up, but I just talked to myself. And I'm
I
still
felt really
living,
bad that I
Paula.
didn't- Yeah, I felt bad that I didn't show up. I'm like, I'm sorry. I think I was asleep or maybe I wasn't home.
And I
I'm
wasn't
sorry.
upset. But I always say, maybe Mrs. Paula or Simply Debbie Sue's going to show up sometime.
Because we always do. Well,
I know.
Almost always.
I know.
Almost always.
Yep. Pam's saying you put a lot of effort into it, Paula. And some
Aw.
people, And some people are just more like, I'm out and about or just go live, right?
Yeah.
So
Wow, Lala, since January, her channel growth has increased by 200% with live streaming daily.
wow.
Wow.
How long do you do your live streams for, Lala? Has increased by 200%. So from what subs to what number subs?
Mercy.
And
Girl is
Bobby,
just living her life on YouTube and growing by leaps and bounds. And I'm over here going, well, I got to go live on Thursday. Oh my gosh.
yep.
I have to comb my hair.
So Lala, are you living anywhere else, like on Facebook or TikTok or Twitch or anything like that? Instagram, TikTok? Because you know what? I did actually see. I watched a replay of a live, and it was interviewing Shannon from, I want to say, is she Solo Retired Life or Solo Living or something? The Shannon who talks about Substack and everything. But this particular guy, if I was him, I would have edited out the first 5 minutes because he was trying to simultaneously live stream across all his other platforms. And he sat there for the first 5 minutes, like while Shannon was sitting there just waiting. And he was trying to go, oh, am I live on Facebook? A younger person. Am I live on here? Wait, I'll just make sure, blah, blah. I remember thinking, dude, you need to, surely when you read, so that's a lot, right? Like, I don't know, like, don't, like, just hit it and go, I say.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, Catherine, you can go live on YouTube. I don't think there's no minimum requirements.
Yeah, have they
A
made
big
it? Like,
commitment.
yeah, have they stopped it from being like 50? Is it 50 or 500?
Daydreamologist. That's the name of Marisol's channel. I told you I would have to blurt it out when it came to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, nice. We're still here. You got it.
Yes.
Yes.
Earlier,
Marisol.
we were trying to think of the name of a channel ran by a lady named Marisol. It's Daydreamologist. Sorry. Daydreamologist. There you go.
Daydreamologist. All right. And Krista's saying that she was talking about juicing. So I'm just scrolling back a little bit just to see where her last comment was about the juicing.
Is she letting Lala know that I was talking about juicing probably?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Paula was just talking about juicing. There we go. Yep.
Yeah. It was just me carrying on about the epiphany I had in the MRI tube and all that.
Yes. Oh, yeah, 50 subscribers. Yep. Yeah, that is a big time commitment, 3 times a day. But Lala is full time. Okay, here we
20
go.
hours and 20 subs a day.
20 hours and 20 subs a day. Wow,
That's right. The girl is committed.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you know what? I reckon that is a definite way to go, isn't it? Just put all your eggs in the basket.
Yes.
Because when you try and do everything else and then you're trying to keep up, it's kind of like what they say when you're trying to put the little magnifying glass and the sun comes down and you're trying to like make a little bit of heat and get a bit of flame. You can't do that if you are just across 10, what do you call it? Boxes or whatever, 10 little.
Yeah, get yourself a really good, well-built basket and then put all your eggs in that one basket and there you go.
Yeah. So we're at our hour now. Sorry, Alison. Were you going to say something?
Was Marisol in our
Yes.
chat?
Yes, I think she still might have been. I think it was just
You mean tonight or some other time?
No, some other time.
you mean like
a few months ago. And I can't wait till she comes back to YouTube. She moved. She got a new house. She got a new job. She's super busy. But I hope that she comes back soon because I really miss Marisol. Lala says as far as makeup, she just slaps on some lip gloss and mascara. Well, I don't know why I care about makeup because I do my videos standing out in the field with my face all red and ready. Are you DD ready? Are you DDY from walking and huffing and puffing? So it's not like I care to be seen, with ugly exercise face. So I don't know why I care.
We need to see Brenda sometime soon.
We do need to see Brenda. Brenda, whose channel name is Busy After 60.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is busy. She is busy, but
Is
but also she's like putting herself on camera more now, isn't
Yes,
she?
she is.
So,
Mhm.
we can try and book her in, and she might like squeeze us in between harvesting all her, fruit and vegetables, and
Mhm.
traveling and working and doing stuff. So Rosani, maybe this will be like a little final thing that we talk about. The timing for doing a premiere is iffy. I'll need to do maybe a poll to find a time where people want to participate in the chat. They're good practice for me. Yes. Now, did someone else bring up premiere, or is it just Rosani?
I missed that. I do not know.
Yeah. Um,
A goodish Pam had her first premiere, right, Pam?
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I haven't done a premiere. Have you guys done a premiere? Who's done a premiere?
I have not.
Yeah, I've done several.
Yep.
Well,
And
aren't you special?
I am special. The first time I did a premiere, I didn't understand what premiere was. So I didn't show up to chat with people because I didn't know that's what a premiere was. And then I looked it up and I'm like, oh, you're supposed to be there and chat with people. Yeah, they're fun. I also call them lazy lives because you're just sitting there, commenting and nobody sees you. So yeah, I really like premieres. They're fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Goodish did hers at 7 a.m. And she says she would not do it that early again.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I was there. I enjoyed it.
Catherine,
She's
do you want to
thrifting
come on-
grandma.
do you want to come on with us live one day, like next week, Catherine? Like everybody's invited. Everyone's invited. If you want to come on, like 1 week with us and just see how,
Yeah.
just hang out. You're very invited. So
Yeah.
Catherine, if you do want to come on with us, like look us up on our email on our thing. But I will just make a little note. But yeah, if anyone wants to practice going live, like it's super low key, just sort of coming on with us because
If you can't tell, we're very low key.
Yeah.
we're
We
very
have
low-
another lady in the chat who does lives often. Let's see, Thrifting Grandma, Corinne, Corine, Corinne, and I'm always thinking, is it Corinne or is it Corinne? I think it's Corinne. Thrifting Grandma, don't you go live 5 days a week, my love, or am I thinking wrong? I think you go live 5 days a week.
Wow.
So we have, a lot of people doing a lot of lives. Yes.
Oh, yes. Wow. And how many subs do you have? Have you noticed it's with your subs
Thrifting
too?
Grandma, how many subs do you have, darling? And she's fun too. And Lala
Wow.
says the more content we feed the algorithm, the more people we reach. We got to feed the algorithm.
Yes.
She says Monday through Friday, trying to get your hours. Well, you'll get there, Corinne. I have no doubt. And I met Thrifting Grandma through, she has over 6,000 subs.
Wow.
Yeah. I met Thrifting Grandma through Mrs. G. You know what we should do sometime? We should pick like 3 or 4 people that we've connected with, and we should try to trace back to how we met them.
Wow.
Wouldn't that be fun? Or am I the only one that thinks that would be fun? Would that be boring?
It would be, but then it would be hard to remember. Like, for example, if we met them coming through a chat or we were on someone else's, like in the chat and someone else's live, I don't know if I could remember necessarily.
Karen, I remember how I met you is Susan at Artfully Becoming messaged me and said, oh my gosh, go to YouTube Over 40 and watch her latest video. She's got a clip of you in it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Karen at YouTube Over 40 has a clip of me. Yeah.
Remember what clip that was?
Let me think. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. I have
I've got a bit of a habit of doing that.
I have no memory.
I started watching 1 and 2 of you, and all of a sudden I saw you were doing the challenge, and I just put myself in it and said, I'm doing the challenge too.
Yes, the 30-day YouTube
Hey,
challenge.
that's the fun thing about challenges, because Paula, you started doing your 30 days of no desserts. Was that
Yeah.
following, maybe, were you a bit inspired by maybe Tracy?
I think that I
Did someone
was, yes.
inspire you or not? Yeah.
Yeah, Tracy did inspire me.
She was doing the sugar one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Let's help Catherine figure out how to go live. How do you guys do it just from your phones? Because I've never done that.
Just from my phone, I hit the plus button at the bottom.
Me too.
Do you just go to, is it YouTube Studio or YouTube?
No, just YouTube. And then there's a plus at the bottom.
Yeah, we're just doing that, are we?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's the only way I've ever gone live.
Ah,
I've never
yes,
gone live
we
on
go.
my own from a laptop.
There we go. And then we've got the options there, right?
Mm-hmm. And you can also schedule a live. Who are we talking about, Catherine? Yeah. Like if you want to schedule a live, there's a little button in there that says schedule later or something. I think Allison taught me about that maybe.
Evie met us here. Me and
I can only remember how I met a handful of people. Everybody
Yes.
else is just like, they're still very, very important, but you meet each other through so many different channels and chats, and it's impossible to retain. But the people that I met first, I think, I can pretty much remember how I met some of them. Yeah. Oh,
and,
Vinny.
and what's a premiere, guys? Bobby from @RaggedPoet, Bobby, is asking us.
so
What's a premiere?
It's
You want to
when
tell Alice?
do the video ahead of time and say that it's going to be on, and then you join the audience while it's being watched, and you can type messages to them.
Mm-hmm. It's really fun. Yeah, I think I said I've done a lot of premieres. That was probably vastly overstated. I think I've probably done 4. To me, that's a lot. But yeah, all the work is done ahead of time. All you have to do is set your timer and remember to show up at your own premiere on time, or it's really embarrassing. Yeah, it's like a live, only you're just you're chatting, typing. Nobody sees your live face. They're just watching you. You're watching the video. You're watching the video with your audience and talking about it.
Yeah, so you have to type like everybody else is typing, because when you go live and you're talking, it's like you're waiting for the response. You're like, oh, how'd you get that? And you're like,
right. La 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 la.
now
la,
the
la,
creator has to type too, and it kind of goes smoother, I think.
Right. Well, ladies, I guess we better start thinking about wrapping it up. Karen, we thought we might have to have a short live if Allison didn't make it, in case it was just 2. And here we are, it's 8:15.
Oh, and Ephraim wanted to extend his thank yous to everybody. He was going to get on. We were in the car when I tried getting on the live an hour early. And he's like, should I make my thank you now? And I said, no, you'll have to do it later, because everybody wished him a happy birthday. So he said that he was going to thank everybody. It was the 21st.
Okay.
So, and everybody was saying, oh, happy birthday to your husband. Happy birthday to your husband. And I said, you have to make an appearance now and say thank you to everybody, honey.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Evie's saying that she got her first paints for free to review today. How did that happen?
Oh my gosh.
Did you get an email? Tell us. Please tell us.
Oh, that's so exciting. Evie's watercolor journey, and now she's reviewing paint. That's so cool. Thank you, CL.
Thank you. And thank you, Lala. Everyone, check out Lala's channel. And we can really learn something from you, Lala, going live that month.
Yes.
That's real inspo, girl. Thank you so
I've
much.
learned from Lala that apparently I'm kind of a lazy creator. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
another
Oh my
lie.
gosh. Okay. They emailed me. Wow. Okay. Are you going to do that as a premiere, Evie, or how are you going to make that? We'll just squeeze in this last conversation before we go. Are you just going to make a video and just talk about it being a review, or are you going to do, point us towards I don't know. Is it just a video, or are you going to do a premiere? Thank you, friends. Thank you for joining. I'll just wait
Thank you,
to hear
everybody.
what you says.
As usual, we had a wonderful time with a wonderful group of friends to support us.
Yes.
Yep, we really, really did.
And our anniversary is coming up next month, our YouTube Friday Night Live anniversary. We got to
Really?
do a shindig.
Yes. How do we figure out the date? Do we just go back?
You sent me the date. I'll just go find where you sent it to me and remind you.
Okay, amazing. And then if you can, okay, and then are we just going to pick the closest Friday night to that?
Yeah.
Okay, amazing. I want to, but not for my first review. Yep, good on you, girl. Makes sense. All right, beautiful friends. Thank you, Rosani. Thank you, Lala, CL.
Everybody.
Debbie, just everybody. Thanks so much.
10 months ago.
When?
10 months ago.
Oh, didn't we think it was April?
Yeah, we thought it was April.
I have May 16th is the first time I see you guys.
When you were on our first one. If we go back to our first live, hey, my first live was with you guys. So we'll figure it out and we'll conflab and riff about it.
And ponder. Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Okay, thanks, everybody.
Happy weekend.
Have a great one. Bye-bye.
Bye.